Today's lesson, inshallah, about the letters sometimes light, sometimes heavy. If I mention letter like al-lam, letter like al-ra, letter like al-lam in the name of Allah, yeah, and al-alif al-maddiya, al-alif al-maddiya, okay? So you have three letters, alif maddiya, al-lam in the name of Allah, and al-ra, okay? Take this question. This letter is affecting by what comes before it. What comes before it. And what comes after it as well. Now I'm talking about letter al-alif, al-maddiya, or al-lam in the name of Allah, or when I say here al-huruf that sometimes light, sometimes heavy, it's affected by the letter, okay, uh, one of them, but the letter comes before it, like example, lam in the name of Allah, affected by the letter comes before it, yeah. But when I mention letter comes after it, I have to mention letter as well. So what is affecting by before it and what comes after it, okay. But for letter al-lam and letter al-alif al-madiyya, it's affected by what comes before it. Due to that, they have here al-alif, uh, explaining it like word like tala, tala, tala. This alif al-madiyya preceded by heavy letter. So the sound will be oh, ظالمة, ظا. The sound will be ظا. Al-alif will be heavy. Okay? When I say nada, the sound will be al-mad will be light because of the al-alif al-madiyya preceded by any light letter, the sound will be light. So the alif al-madiyya will be preceded by noon, preceded by dal, preceded by ayn. Okay, but when I have al-alif al-madiyya preceded by any other heavy letter, it will be heavy, and you should to pronounce it oh, and ظالمة. Look at them in the name of Allah. It started this is by the alif in Allah. Here when I say inna then affected by the the name of Allah is this whether you have the name of Allah received by or by Dhamma, you will see it here. Like Rasulullah, the sound is full, not light. The inferior part of your tongue will Kalimatullah, heavy. In this case, if you have the name of Allah, and second, yeah, this is second, this is original sukun, yeah, and this second is by it or dhamma. Yeah, so the with this case you will say a lamb heavy. Okay. Okay. When I say ahadunillah, focus with me when I mention ayat al-ikhlas, ayat in Surah al-ikhlas, this one, to say قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد. It has to say open Surah al-ikhlas with me. When I have like that, Allahu Ahad, Allahu Samad. When I mention, when I want to join, I have here the lam in the name of Allah preceded by fatha. This is easy, yeah? It's heavy here. But when I have tanween here followed by the name of Allah, in this case, I will say the original rule, which is iltiqa as-sakinayn. So it's not heavy in this case. I say ahadunillahu. So this merging, when you say ahadunil, when you join it to pronounce the lafz al-jalala, the name of Allah, you will start by kasra because due to sakin, two sakin comes after each other. So the lam in the name of Allah. When we had ahadun, we end on a noon, which is sakina, which is tanween sakin, okay? And then the alif of the name of Allah also sakina. So I have sakin, sakin. In such a case, or in this case, due to التقاء الساكنين, I will drop the alif الساكنة. Drop this alif الساكنة. Okay? And introduce the kasra. Yeah, to start by kasra. Start by kasra in between two sakin after each other. In this case, to remove the sakin to enable me to pronounce it. To say ahadunillah. So when I start Allahu Samad, I say Allah. Start by fatha. So the lam will be heavy. When I join it with the previous verse, it will be light. Will be light by lowering your tongue. Ahadunillah. So joining, on the case of continuing, you say ahadunillah, light. In the case of starting, I will say it heavy. Allahu Samad. You understand this point? You understand this point? So ahadunillah samad, don't say Allah preceded by tanween with dhamma, so it's heavy. Incorrect. Okay? When I start, it will be heavy. When I join, it will be light. Continue the rules. Allam in the name of Allah with preceded by kasrat will be light. Lillahi. Lillahi ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ard. Say lillahi. When it preceded by kasra, it will be light as well. Qulillahum. Balillah. لأمر. The sound will be la, not law. Okay? Here, I have a lam in the name of Allah preceded by sakin, and this sakin preceded by kasra. So it will be light as well. So sakin, 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 yeah, and preceded the first sakin is the kasra. So you will say it light. فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِي اللَّهُ. Here, I have the name of Allah preceded by sakin, and this sakin preceded by kasra. So, mu'jizillah. Easy? Is there any question in Allam in the name of Allah? It's sometimes light, sometimes heavy.
No, Ustad, alhamdulillah.
Allah musta'an. Continue, inshallah. The second one, which is Ar-Ra. Today we have Ar-Ra al-Mufakhama. Only Ar-Ra al-Mufakhama. I have 8 cases. 8 cases. Okay? Which is first one, Ra preceded, Ra itself, to talk about Ra itself first and then what preceded. Ra itself with the Fatha. Okay? Ramadan. Allahumma balighna Ramadan. So, Ramadan. Ra is heavy. Sound is Ra. Not Re. Yeah? Sound is Ra. Ra with the Fatha. If a Ra sakina, which is original sukun and preceded by fatha, it will be heavy as well. See, marqadina. See, Ra sakina preceded by fatha. Arhamu, Ra sakina preceded by fatha. Third one, إذا كانت ساكنة وقبلها ساكن غير الياء وما قبله مفتوح. Be careful about this. So ساكنة وقبلها ساكن غير الياء. So in this case, الراء not preceded by ya. Okay? Preceded by any other letter with a sukun. And this sukun preceded by fatha. So I have presented sukun here, ra. When I stop, it will be presented sukun. And preceded by another original sukun. And this one, it will be original. So presented sukun in the ra itself and preceded by original sukun, preceded by fatha. So I'm going to pronounce it heavy. Wal-asr. Ar, like our sounds ar. Wal-asr. When you say wal-fajr, ashr, all of these. Ra sakina, which is presented sukun, and preceded by original sukun, preceded by a fatha. Here, the fourth case, when I have ra with the dhamma, kafaru, رزقنا. Yeah, راء with a ضمة. When I have راء ساكنة preceded by ضمة like القرآن القرآن الفرقان. So راء ساكنة original سكون preceded by ضمة. Number 6, if I have sakin and preceded this sakin another sakin and preceded by ضمة. So sakin sakin ضمة. So this presented سكون preceded by original سكون preceded by ضمة. To say it heavy خسر خسر عسر يسر, same pattern. Yeah, راء with presented سكون preceded by original سكون preceded by a ضمة. Number 7, pay more attention please. Here I have sakin or راء ساكنة preceded by سكون عارض which is not original كسرة, not original كسرة, it's كسرة due to ألف الوصل or همزة الوصل. Okay, and as we mentioned that ألف الوصل it follows the third letter. If the third letter with a فتحة I will start by كسرة. If the third letter with a كسرة I'm going to start by كسرة as well. If the third letter with a ضمة I'm going to start by you know the rule of ألف الوصل.
ضمة أستاذي.
ضمة. Excellent. Like أقتلوا. Excellent. So I have here ارجعي. ارجعي and ارجعوا. Yeah, ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية في سورة الفجر. Here I have this ألف الوصل. And this, because of the third letter, I'm going to start by كسرة to say ارجعوا. For example, سورة يوسف ارجعوا إلى أبيكم فقولوا يا أبانا. So ارجعوا ارجعوا إر. So this كسرة due to what? ألف الوصل. So that the راء here it will be heavy, not light, because of the كسرة before it or preceded it not original. It's for ألف الوصل, the starting of ألف الوصل. لمن ارتضى من رسول. This is in سورة الجن. إلا لمن ارتضى من رسول. So الكسرة here due to two sakin after each other. It's noon sakin originally, yeah, and followed by alif al-wasl, which is sakin as well. When I join, I'm going to say kasra. So this kasra is not original as well. Like here al-kasra in a starting of alif al-wasl. So al-ra not affected by this kasra and it will be heavy. To say liman irtada, liman irtada. Number 8, I have sakin, ra sakina, preceded by original kasra. But I'm going to pronounce it heavy. Although I have original kasra preceded the ra, I'm going to pronounce it heavy. Why? Because of the heavy letter after it. Because of حرف الاستعلاء in the same word. Be careful, in the same word. And that comes in Quran 4 times, in 4 vocabularies. Okay, ra with original sukun preceded by kasra, and although I have kasra preceded this ra and the kasra is original, I'm going to pronounce it heavy because of the sad in the same word. Okay, to say mirsada, qirtas, qir, ra is heavy, yeah, because of the ta, the heavy letter. إرصادا لمن حارب الله in سورة التوبة. Okay, إرصادا. ولو نزلنا عليك كتابا في قرطاس in سورة الأنعام. Yeah, so الراء will be heavy because of preceded by كسرة. No, because it's preceded by كسرة. No, because it's followed by heavy letter. So although I have كسرة preceded this original سكون راء ساكنة, and in the same word which is original كسرة, I'm going to pronounce the راء heavy because of the heavy letter after it. قرطاس and مرصادة. Okay, practice these 8 cases which of الراء المفخمة and the lam in the name of Allah. Be careful about the lam in the name of Allah when you start in Surah Al-Ikhlas. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد الصمد. Yeah, to say al-lam in starting heavy, say Allahu Samad, and when you join, you say it light. Ahadunillahu, because of the 2 seconds. So al-kasra not original. Yeah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Is there any question, sisters? Please, if you have any question, any explanation, any doubt in this rule, send me. Okay? So, al-lam in the name of Allah, affected by what? The previous letter or the following letter? The previous letter. Okay. Ar-ra affected by what? The letter before it and the letter comes after it. Okay? And we cannot call this alif or the lam in the name of Allah or alif al-madiyya or ar-ra. We cannot call it always light, always heavy. That's incorrect. These 3 letters are from the letters sometimes light, sometimes heavy. Yeah, not take one case all the time. Jazakumullah khairan, sister. Now, inshallah, Sister Azib, you can recite inshallah from Surah Al-Ahqaf.